What is going on, casuals? Today, I'm back. Had a little bit of a week off. Was just doing stuff. Got busy. You know what it is. But I'm going to be breaking down and predicting the entirety of Mcgregor versus Holloway 2, UFC 329. Giving my predictions, breakdowns of every fight, what I think. And let's just get right into it. First, I just want to, talk about some of these fights before we get into them, a little bit of them. I like the bout order. I think there could be some adjustments, but I do like the bout order. This fight has changed. He's fighting Lucas Garza? Luis Garza, was it? Was it one of those? Let me make sure. Was it John Garza? John Garza? Yeah, John Garza. Ethan Ewing's out, that sucks, but regardless, sick card, sick fights. Let's get right into it. First of all, Alessandro Costa versus Cody Durden. I'm going to go with Alessandro Costa. Cody Durden coming off of a good win after, I think it was like a 4 or 5 fight losing streak, was it? Against who did he fight? Yeah, he went on a 4 fight losing streak against Joshua Van, Jose Ochoa, Alan Nascimento, and then Niam Jargul, Tumen Demborel. His last one against Jafel Filo, big upset. He was like a plus 600 underdog. Or like a plus 400. Big underdog. It was a great win against Jafel Filo. Really good win. I don't think he's going to be able to do that against Costa because Cody Durden doesn't really have a lot of power on the feet. He doesn't have crazy power on the feet. On the ground, he can do some amount of damage, but he's not doing anything crazy. Alessandro Costa, he's got nasty leg kicks. We've seen him use them against Kevin Borjas, which is actually a good win, really good win, aging well. He's got good boxing. He's got really fast, powerful hooks in the pocket. He's coming off, some two pretty decent wins over Stuart Nickel and Matt Schnell. And Matt Schnell, when he fought Cody Durden, was low-key fucking piecing him up on the feet a little, getting hit with clean shots, and Cody Durden wasn't doing shit with them. Costa fucking slimed him out, one big right hand. I just think Costa is more powerful. He can grapple really well. He's got better hands. And I think he's going to knock out Cody Durden. Cody Durden doesn't have the best chin. Doesn't really have much threat on the feet besides pace and pressure. And even then, we've seen him get out grappled in physicality by light guys by Tumen Demborel. So, Alessandro Costa, I think he's going to knock him out. Not even rooting for Cody Durden. I think he's, at this point, is just a stepping stone for a lot of flyweights. Because he's not terrible, but he's not fantastic at everything, at anything, really. And at the end of the day, you just can't have that at this level. At this point at flyweight, you can't be a Cody Durden type and expect to beat almost any of them. But yeah, Alessandro Costa, I expect a knockout from him. Clean performance, first round. Quick turnaround. I like the streak he's on. I think he's good for flyweight. He's like flyweight Diego Lopez, except he got knocked the fuck out by Amir Albazi. How do we let this happen? Alden Correa is not a bad loss though. Sometimes Alden Correa is like a Joshua Van type though. So moving on, Ryan Gondra versus Zachary Reese. Ryan Gondra knocked out, who was it? Yeah. Ryan Gondra knocked out Jose Medina in like 40 seconds, and Zachary Reese couldn't knock out Jose Medina at all. I don't think Zachary Reese is even like that bad. I think he's got a really good shot in this fight. Um, his fight against Michel Pereira was sloppy. He got bloodied up real bad. I mean, he lost to Azamat Bakoyev, where he got taken down. He just got smashed immediately. That's not a good look. He got he got picked up. He got a triangle on Cody Brundage, and they got knocked out cold. Ryan Gondra, I think he just keeps it. I think he just keeps it simple. He's got the big meaty hooks. I think he trains with who? Paulo Costa? Flavio Binato. I think that's Paulo Costa's team. I think he trains with Paulo Costa, so you know he's going to be throwing them big meaty hooks. He's got a lot of power in his hands, and I just don't think Zachary Reese is the kind of fighter who's going to just sit there and be able to just tank these shots. I think he's going to get chinned, and I think it's going to be early. I think Ryan Gondra is going to get a first-round KO. Now, Zachary Reese, he is long. He is rangy. He's got good kicks. He's got decent. Yeah, I'll say he's got decent kicks. Decent kicks to the body and the leg. And he can kind of sit down and he can have a scrap, but I think Gondra's gonna catch him, and I think Gondra's gonna put him away early. So I'm taking Gondra by a first-round KO. Next up, what would have been Ethan Ewing versus Farid Basharat. Personally, I think Ethan Ewing would have beat Farid Basharat. I think he would have smoked him. I think he would have schooled him. He would have pieced him up. I think Basharat would have been bloody and broken. I think Ethan Ewing has pretty good takedown defense, and I think he's got way better striking on the feet and more power. That's not who he's fighting, though. He's fighting John Garza. I'm going to pick Farid Basharat. I watched John Garza's fight, a couple of them. In terms of the grappling, I didn't really see much. A lot of them, they were pretty much all stand-up fights. So we don't know much. I don't know much about his grappling background. I know in the amateur scene he's gotten like submitted a couple times, but I do know he's got good boxing. He's a little flat-footed, open to the calf kick, but he sits down and he has a really nice calf kick himself. Maybe just a good thing to kind of cut off Basharat. Just a good calf kick. He's got a little mean calf kick, lad. But he's got a good jab, and he's really good with his combinations, and he's kind of got good head movement. He's got good head movement in the pocket and just like rolling under shot, like rolling under like these big hooks, keeping his hands up. I think he's a solid prospect, and he's a good guy to have in the UFC. Maybe we should have gone to someone else. Andre Lima said he was moving up to bantamweight. Maybe get Andre Lima to take this fight. But sick fight. But I'm gonna pick Farid Basharat. I think he's just gonna. He's got good striking. He's got good grappling. He's one of these guys where, if you put a short notice dude up against him, unless it's literally a future like legend in the making, Basharat's just gonna smudge him and he's gonna beat him. He's gonna beat him like 29-28, 30-27. There's not going to be much there for Basharat in terms of trouble and danger. And I just don't see much issue for Basharat at all. I think he's going to probably just grapple, shoot takedowns, and smudge him. Now, John Garza may come out here shock me. He might slime Basharat out in round one, and then Ethan Ewing just gets cucked because then he misses his slime out opportunity, which sucks. But I'm going to go with Farid Basharat to get it done. And I honestly think that if they do this, even if he has a boring performance, they're gonna give him a one fight. They're gonna give him a new contract, and then they're immediately gonna rebook him versus Ethan Ewing because they want to give Ethan Ewing another undefeated fighter to see if he can really show that level. So I'm gonna take Farid Basharat to beat John Garza. Smudge decision. Maybe submits him. Who knows? But maybe he looks good on the feet. He has some good moments there. But picking Farid Basharat. Next up, Damian Penis. Damian Penis versus Cesar Almeida. I think Penis is gonna unload shots all over Almeida's face. He's just gonna unload over the. He's just gonna unload combinations all over Almeida's face. No, okay. All jokes aside, I am picking Damian Penis. This is tricky because Almeida is really good on the feet. When there is no takedown threat, he is very good on the feet. He's got good kicks. He works the body well. My thing is, we've just seen him. I've seen him dropped a couple of times now, and I truly do think Damian Penis is. He's got nasty power in his hands. I think. Maybe against like Wes Scholes, it's like, oh, you could say, oh, it's overrated power. It's just Wes Scholes. He slimed out. But I mean, when you think about it, man, Sir Abdul Malik, this big fucking brawlic wrestler, explosive, powerful wrestler, he couldn't chin Wes Schultz with just one punch. He had to use a fuck ton of ground and pound, and even then Wes Schultz didn't go out. Damian Penis was like dropping him with like an overhand right that was being blocked. And he kind of just like throws and just lets it go from the hip. A very like almost like I want to say normal, like no pow, like he didn't really throw it with the intent to KO against Wes Schultz, and he just fucking slimed them out when it landed on the chin. Just slimed them out bad. I think Penis is bigger. I think he's got more physicality. He's got a longer reach, so his jab and his straight shots are going to be working better. And Almeida, who's been dropped a couple of times in his last, in his recent performances. He's gotten dropped against Roman Kopylov. He got dropped against uh fuck am I thinking of right now? Abdul Razak Al Hassan, he got dropped against. He gets hurt in these fights. He has tricky moments. I think Penis is going to be able to drop him, and I think he's going to be able to. I think he's going to be able to knock out Cesar Almeida. I think he's going to knock out Cesar Almeida. Almeida's older. He's getting up there in age. I think if you give Almeida one of these lower level strikers, maybe like a lower level striker and like a lower level grappler, I think he could probably just piece him up and beat him, KO him. But Damian Penis, he's big, he's powerful, he's fast, he's young. I think this is the type of fight where he gets it done, and I think he's going to knock out Cesar Almeida. All right, hold on one second. Sorry, I'm back. I'm not cutting that out of the video. If you had to sit through that, I'm so sorry. That was fucked up. But yeah, I'm picking Damian Penis. Knock out Cesar Almeida. Next up, Tracy Cortez versus Wang Kong. I'm picking Wang Kong. Tracy Cortez, she doesn't have really any threat on the feet. She's got her wrestling, but I think Wang Kong is going to be able to defend the takedowns. We've seen her defend the takedowns in terrible positions against Eduardo Mora, who's a really good grappler. And I think Wang Kong is going to piece up Tracy Cortez, and I think she's going to knock Tracy Cortez out. I don't think Tracy Cortez really has any threat on the feet whatsoever for Wang Kong. I don't think her wrestling is going to be much of a problem. I think Kong is going to be faster, sharper, and I think she's going to land clean shots that are going to put out Tracy Cortez. She's going to smash in hard calf kicks, hard shots to the body. Going to land straight shots clean to the top, clean to the head. He's going to put out Tracy Cortez, I think. I don't think Tracy Cortez is that good. I think she's very overrated as a women's fighter, and I think she's really only I think she really only gets push because she dated Brian Ortega and Alex Pereira, and then she does training with Nina Drama. Because I don't know, the UFC likes her. But she's not all that impressive. So I'm picking not Tracy Cortez. I'm picking Wang Kong by knockout. Next up, Luke Riley versus Kai Kamaka III. I'm going to go with Luke Riley. I think Kai Kamaka is pretty good. I think he's tricky. He's got he's very I think he's quite skilled. He's got a lot of tools in his bag. He's got good kicks. He's got good hands. He can grapple pretty well. I think Luke Riley is just he's got that good Muay Thai style. And I think his striking and his power is just going to be on a bit of a different level. And I think he's going to be clipping Kai Kamaka with good clean shots. And I think he's going to have big moments of like wobbling Kai Kamaka. I don't think he's going to like finish Kai Kamaka. I think Kai has good I think Kai has good defense, and I think he's very composed. He's got a lot of experience. He has been finished before, but it was by injury, I believe. I just think Luke Riley's going to be faster. He's going to have more sting on his shots, and when he lands, he's going to have Kai Kamaka wobbled in these moments, and I think he's going to win a decision. I think it's going to be a 30-27 decision. I think Luke Riley's a really good prospect. And I think the UFC is going to really try and push him. So I'm going to go with, I'm picking Luke Riley by decision. Or if not, I could see him maybe late on getting a finish after wobbling Kai Kamaka a couple times. Just like landing a big shot and just dropping him bad and just following up maybe an earlier stoppage. But I'm going to go with Luke Riley. I think he should pretty soundly win this fight. He's got good kicks. He's got good hands. His hooks are fast and powerful. He leaves himself open sometimes, but I don't think Kai Kamaka is gonna be able to like crack him with a big hard shot and just put him out. Because Riley does tend to have his chin up sometimes and get caught, but I think Luke Riley knockout? No, not knockout, by decision 30-27. Next up, Cody Garbrandt versus Adrian Yanez. I'm picking Adrian Yanez. I think Adrian Yanez should have won his last fight. I thought that was a bullshit decision. However, regardless of that, Garbrandt hasn't been looking good at all recently. Against Zhao Long, he was... That fight, he shouldn't have won that fight. With 2-point deductions, he still shouldn't have won that fight, I don't think. I think Zhao Long was piecing him up, beating him up. He landed like 3 groin shots and he got 2 points taken from it, but still I think he was beating him up. I think someone like Adrian Yanez, who's I think a better striker, more powerful, and more composed with better boxing, I think he's going to be able to pump that jab, piece up Cody Garbrandt, and when he finds a moment, he's going to be able to just smoke Cody Garbrandt down with a right hand. And he's going to knock him out. He's going to knock him out. We know he's going to knock him out. I think Adrian Yanez is just on another level. He's been looking really good recently. Like a prospect version of himself that he was on the come up. Fast, powerful. I thought he beat Ricky Simone. He was able to stuff a lot of the takedowns. He was able to get back up from bad positions. He was pumping the jab, piecing up Ricky Simone with that. And at the dying moments of the fight, he was able to drop him. Third round, he was piecing him up bad with good combinations. I think this one's an easy one to predict. I'm picking Adrian Yanez to knock out Cody Garbrandt round 1. Cody Garbrandt's not that guy anymore. The 25 minutes was never really that, like, it was impressive, but it wasn't the domination people think it was. He lost 2 rounds to Dominic Cruz. All right? Garbrandt, just realistically speaking, he was never that good. So I'm picking Adrian Yanez by knockout. Moving on, Gable Steveson versus Elijah Ellison. I'm picking Gable Steveson. I'm going to make this quick. I'm going to make this easy. Elijah Ellison is fat. Gable Steveson is really fast, really athletic, great wrestler. Very raw. I mean, he was getting hit with spinning wheel kicks and shit. He doesn't really move his head. He's very defensively unsound, but I'm just going to make it quick. Elijah Ellison's nickname is the Snack Panther. He's kind of just a blob. I'm picking Gable Steveson to knock him out. TKO round 1. Nikita Krylov versus Robert Whittaker. I'm going to go with Robert Whittaker. I think Bobby Knuckles is going to get this done. I think he's kind of got the blitzy karate type style to catch Nikita Krylov on the chin and put him away. I think that he what am I fucking trying to say here? Oh my god. Robert Whittaker is faster, I think. I think he's faster. He's definitely got more skill in terms of his hands. I mean, he's got that win over Paulo Costa, aging really well. He beat Ikram Aliskerov. That win is also aging really well. I mean, he's very fast. He's got good boxing. His kicks are really nice. And when he blitzes in, he's very good with blitzing in with his 1-2. And Nikita Krylov is kind of very stationary with his movement, and he doesn't really move his head a lot. And I think and he kind of, he likes to kick a lot, and he likes to kick, and he throws blind kicks a lot, which is what got him caught against Bogdan Guskov. And he likes to rush in, and when fighters rush in against Whittaker, he can kind of sit down on his shots a little harder and land something big. I think Krylov's going to get caught throwing a blind kick, and Robert Whittaker is going to blitz in with a nasty 1-2, and he's going to put him out. He's going to drop him bad, and he's going to finish him. And I think maybe after dropping him, Krylov recovers, and then Whittaker lands like a 1-2 head kick. So I'm picking Robert Whittaker. Second round TKO. Late first, second round TKO from Robert Whittaker. I think he's going to get this one done. Now, the main card. This is a good main card. Terrence McKinney versus Bobby Green. That's fucking great. You know what? I saw the odds earlier. I think Terrence McKinney's like a minus 135 favorite. I'm picking Bobby Green. This is the fight where Terrence McKinney usually just fucking would like chin someone in that like 30 seconds. I think Bobby Green, really, I think he's just slick. I think he's going to be able to deflect a lot of the shots. I think Terrence McKinney is going to get him down, but I think Bobby Green is going to work his way back to the fence, and he's going to get back up. And I think Bobby Green, low-key, is going to chin him, and I think Bobby Green's going to chin him early. Bobby Green recently has been sitting down in his shots more. He's looking like he's looking more powerful. And I think Terrence McKinney is the type of chinny fighter that Bobby Green could chin. Now, is there the chance that Terrence McKinney just goes out there and he just fucking smokes Bobby Green in like a minute flat? Yes. Would that be a fucking crazy good win for him? Yes. But I don't think that's going to happen, not against Bobby Green. I mean, what has Terrence McKinney's career recently been looking like? Ever since he fought Nazim Sadikov, it's been win two, lose one. Win two, lose one. Win. Ooh, he's. I mean, he might. Who knows? He might continue the theme, but I don't think Terrence McKinney is the level of fighter that you need to be to beat Bobby Green. So I think Bobby Green's gonna get this done. I think he's gonna knock out Terrence McKinney in round one. I think he's gonna be able to pop his jab. He's gonna be able to stop the pressure McKinney with teeps and like kicks to the like front kicks, like stomp kicks to the leg. Holy shit, I was trying to find the word. And I think he's going to be able to knock out Terrence McKinney. I think Terrence McKinney's going to step in and Bobby Green's going to slip and come back and counter with something big that's going to hurt McKinney. And I think he's going to finish him. And if he doesn't end up finishing him in the first round, it's just going to be Bobby Green is going to piece him up and he's going to finish McKinney. So I'm picking Bobby Green. Next up, Lonair Kavanaugh versus Brandon Royval. I'm going to go with Lonair Kavanaugh by decision. Brandon Royval has taken a lot of damage in his career recently. He got knocked out against Manel Kopp. He took a lot of damage against Joshua Van. I mean, he takes a lot of damage in these fights. And I think Kavanaugh is just going to be too fast. And Royval doesn't really have the KO power in the hands to do what Johnson did and just come back and just get a massive big hook to a KO. I think Kavanaugh he's gonna be fast, he's gonna pop the jab, and his straight shots, he's gonna be able to blitz in moments, and he's just gonna be able to crack Brandon Royval and land big shots that get the oohs and the ahs. And I think on the strikes, Royval's probably going to be like significantly ahead on the significant strikes it's going to show, but it's going to be like leg kicks and body kicks that aren't really doing much. So I think Kavanaugh is going to be able to prevent grappling. He's got good takedown defense, we know that. I think he's going to be able to piece up Royval on the feet. I think he's going to outland him. He's going to land bigger shots. He's probably going to drop. I think he's going to drop Royval twice in this fight. But I don't think he's going to finish Royval. I'm predicting a Lonair Kavanaugh 30-27, 30-26, 29-27 decision. I think he's going to be faster on the feet. I think he's going to be sharper. Royval has been getting hurt a lot easier recently, so I think he's going to drop Royval a couple of times. And I think he's going to stay patient. I think he's going to stay within himself. And he's not going to get crazy and just unload everything. So I'm picking Lonair Kavanaugh. Next up, Corey Sandhagen, Mario Batista. I want to pick Mario Batista, but I think I'm just going to stick with Corey Sandhagen by pitter-pat decision. I think he's just going to leg kick, jab his way to a decision. I don't think he's going to land. I don't think he's going to like get a big flying knee like he did in the first fight. I don't think he's going to have this like big crazy moment. I don't think he's going to like piece up and have a war with Mario Batista. And I don't think Mario Batista is going to ragdoll Corey Sandhagen. Because if Corey Sandhagen could consistently stuff takedowns off of Umar Nurmagomedov, I don't think Mario Batista is going to be able to just ragdoll Corey Sandhagen. Okay. I'm just going to think, I think Corey Sandhagen being longer and, you know, a bit of a better striker, I think he's going to be able to just stay at range, fucking switch stance, calf kick, jab, switch stance, jab, jab. Mario Batista to a decision. I don't think he's going to land anything really, like, crazy. Maybe he's going to have, like, a couple, like, snapping body kicks or really snappy leg kicks. But I don't think there's going to be anything crazy in this fight. I think it's going to be Corey Sandhagen using his range and his frame to kind of piece up Mario Batista, who jab and leg kick. I think it's going to be a more boring decision. Corey Sandhagen, 20. I think Corey Sandhagen, 29-28 jab leg kick at range decision. Next up, Benoit Saint-Denis versus Paddy Pimblett. This is going to be a fucking war. I'm going to go with Benoit Saint-Denis. I think he's going to be able to put Paddy in the clinch. And when he puts Paddy, I think when he gets Paddy against the fence, he's just going to beat the shit out of him. Paddy Pimblett likes to back up. He will back up and put his back against the cage. I don't think his kicks are going to be really effective against Benoit Saint-Denis. I don't think he's gonna do anything crazy. I don't think he's really got the one shot. I don't think he's got the power to just completely halt Benoit in his tracks with his power. Because even then Poirier did, and even then it didn't stop Benoit. Benoit was still going forward. And I don't think he's got really I don't think he's got the. I want to say fluke takedown ability of Renato Moicano. I think it's going to be a fun fight while it lasts, but I do think eventually Benoit is going to break Paddy against the fence, and I think he's going to finish him with pressure and with just his gritty style. I think his body kicks, his elbows up against the fence, his gritty boxing style against the fence. I think it's gonna wear on Paddy bad, and I think he's gonna finish Paddy round 3. I could see Benoit getting guillotined by shooting a stupid takedown, but yeah, nah. I'm picking Benoit by late. I think third round finish. Second, third round finish, I think Benoit, but I could genuinely see Paddy winning this fight. They're both big lightweights. Paddy is definitely, I think, more skilled with his striking. I think he's faster than Benoit and maybe more technical. But I really think Benoit is just going to maraud his way to beating Paddy. That's what I think. Moving on to the main event. Conor Mcgregor versus Max Holloway. I'm going to I can't say reluctantly. I'm going to nervously pick Max Holloway. Conor McGregor has been out of the game for so long. First of all, I think he's known for his timing, his speed, and his power. I think his speed is going to be diminished just a bit. His power, I think, is still going to be there. His timing, I don't think it's going to be all there. I think maybe early in the second round is when he's going to really start seeming like prime McGregor, but with his timing and his shot selection. But I think at 170, he's going to be carrying weight on him. We know he never really had that good of cardio. We know Max can push a pace. We know Max, even after getting dropped, he's still willing to just push forward and put together these combinations and continue to get in your face. Defensively, Max has improved a lot in his career. And his chin has still been holding up really well in these fights. Even though he did get dropped against Poirier, against Gaethje, he got knocked out against Ilya. McGregor kind of has a different type of power. Poirier, Gaethje, Ilya have that kind of power. You know, that oh wow, this guy kind of hits hard power. They have that kind of natural I want to be corny, be touch of death. Like they just hit you in it and it puts you down. McGregor, he has that precision power. It's not even the matter of he hits crazy hard. I mean, he does have nasty power, but a lot of it came down to his precision and his shot selection and just landing at the perfect spot. And his counter and his speed, like that's really what it came down to. And with his timing, I think his timing is gonna be off when he gets back in there. And against someone like Max Holloway, I think early on, I think the first 2 rounds are gonna be tough for Max. I think they're gonna be tough, but I think eventually when Holloway starts pressing forward and McGregor, he's gonna have those moments like in the Diaz, the second Diaz fight where he's just gonna like jogging away a bit. I think Holloway eventually he's gonna get on him. He's gonna weather the storm. And while weathering the storm, he's gonna be giving McGregor things to think about. He's gonna be stomping that lead leg. He's gonna be throwing like teeps and kicks to the body. He's gonna be exchanging in the pocket, even if it ends up with him getting dropped and hurt. He's gonna be willing to exchange. He's looking big. He's not looking small or frail for 170. He's looking like a fucking big 170. He's looking like a big welterweight, or like not a big, like a solid welterweight. And so is McGregor. I think Holloway, he's not gonna be like bullied around with by physicality. I don't think McGregor is gonna really like just perma shoot takedowns and like trying to just ragdoll him. I think McGregor's gonna try and get him out of there early, like he always does in all of his fights. Max Holloway's gonna weather it. And Holloway is going to be there in his face the entire fight. And when it gets past that second round, Holloway is going to be there. And he is going to hurt McGregor. He's going to put combinations on him. He's going to sit down on his shots. He's going to be digging shots to the body. And I think he's going to finish McGregor late 3rd round, early 4th round. And I think it's going to be a brutal KO against the fence. Holloway just putting together combinations. McGregor just like wilting away. I think it's going to be a statement performance from Max. I think he's going to look great. But I'm picking Max Holloway. I'm nervous though because I think McGregor could just knock him out. I really do. But a part of me just thinks like Max Holloway, his chin can't be that bad, right? His chin could not have been that bad. He was still tanking big shots off of Poirier in their 3rd fight. Poirier was still landing big shots, like big overhands and hooks. Besides the one that dropped him. And he was tanking them well. So I think he's going to be able to do that with a lot of the shots of McGregor. I'm going to pick Max Holloway, 3rd round TKO. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know your thoughts, your predictions, your breakdowns, and yeah. That's about it. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want to see next. See ya.